network analysis, what I'm teaching right now, it's a it's not only used for like shortest path, service area, uh, or allocation of the whatever thing. It can be used in any field. For example, you have um, like this. What do you mean? What is this? Drip irrigation for a huge agricultural field. Okay, so you can use it as a network. You can always find out. Okay, so there is a reservoir of water. From the reservoir of water, where the water is going, where the sprinklers are, where the drip is happening, you can study the flow rate also. At what place you need more flow rate, less flow rate, like that. For example, you have ground flow, you have all the bore wells. Okay, that is a network. So you can create a network, say where there is a stream network. From the stream network, at which part of stream network there is bore well. You can do all those kind of stuff, but for that you need to create the data. Okay. For example, if you don't, uh, you have pipeline information for entire city, and then you'll say, where should I keep reservoirs so that the demand is met, so that you are searching for a new location for putting a water reservoir like a huge tank. So for that also you can use network analysis. You can use network analysis on site selection, where to put a hospital, where to put a shop, where there is more competition, where there is less competition, where to analyze, I mean, how to go to a particular place in a shortest distance or shortest time. You can do any analysis based on that as long as you have the information. So though you digitize the data or you get the data from somewhere, if the data doesn't have an attribute table that can answer all these questions that you want, then then it is not useful. Okay. For example, see here I have the San Francisco street data. Okay. You have So this is the street network of San Francisco. Okay. So if you see at the attribute table, see what does this attribute table has? First it has a polyline. Okay, that is a structure. Then the ID of the polyline. Then there is a feet or from to. This is direction. If there is a junction, is there a junction at what junction ID? What location there is junction and what is the ID? Junction type, is it a freeway junction? Because this will generally talk about elevation data. So you have a flyover or your underpass, like that. Okay, so that kind of all the data is there. See, PJ, you have in meters, the distance of the road in meters, net class, all of these information, so the name of the road. So but I want to show you this thing. You see this direction. There is, see, in this data set. Are you able to see the attribute table I'm showing?
Yes, sir, but the screen is not, we are not seeing the full screen. It is in
That is
central
because,
line.
no, that is because I also have a data
Okay.
uh, this thing, but I think I can actually.
Yes, sir, attribute table is visible.
Huh? What?
Attribute table is visible, sir.
Okay, fine. अरे यार, इसको बड़ा करो. Oh, maybe I can do this thing. Now is it visible, right, in a large
Yes,
way?
sir. Yes, sir.
See, what does this F
Yes.
elevation, 2 elevation means? If there is one, that is flyover. If there is sort by ascending, చిన్న నుంచి పెట్టా కదా. See, there is -2, -1, 1, 0. So, what is this -2? That this -2 indicates that it is underpass, second level. There is two levels of underpasses. One is -2, -1. Then this is normal road. If it, then comes one. One is the your bridge. Okay, one is the bridge for elevation. So bridge or a flyover. There is two levels of flyovers are there here. One is freeway and one maybe another flyover, something like that. Then there is third one also. See, there are three flyovers, so one over the other. So that's how you can have elevation data included. If you have one way, you can include one way, which direction you want to, you are coming or going. Is it one way? This is both way. If there is no data, then it is both way. All the both ways it is open. Okay, but if there is a mention, then that means only in this direction it is available to go. Okay, so I mean the data also has a specific. What do you mean a direction as an what do you mean that standardized procedure? Okay, you have to follow these kind of names so that the network data from ArcGIS can identify it automatically. If not, for your process, you have to mention, okay, this is what you have to consider for the data. We will talk about that also. So you have one way data. You have a private road or personal road, public road, whatever. You have that kind of information also. Uh, there is something called code 416. So there are certain codes. Based on that, you will have the information. There is toll road, backyard road, free. Is it a freeway? If it is one, that means it is a freeway. So based on these codes, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, you can quantify or qualitatively you can quantify, uh, classify the data. Okay, and these information. I mean, the more information you have for a network data, the more advantage it is for you. Okay, you can do a lot more processing and more accuracy. So you have name, type, all of this is there, and then you have one more thing. You see, you have RAMs, do you have trams? Then how many number of lanes are there? How many minutes can it will take to uh, go from one? Because see the speed, the amount of speed it is, it can, I mean, you can go on the road. So that is also there. In this information is also there. Then how, if I go at this speed, how much time will it take for me to cross the road? Uh, that is there. Then you have number of lanes, and this is very important. See, this information is highly. I mean, why did I take this data? Is to show you this only. FT weekday and TF weekday, FT weekend and TF weekend. So what is it showing is what is the uh, speed or uh, or number of people going on this particular, see here the traffic or the speed. So on a weekday the speed is very less, weekday the speed is nil, so there is no traffic here. Here if you see weekend, it's almost same, here there is increase. So like that you can actually you can actually calculate traffic. So how do you, if you go type on Google Earth, you will say on the streets you will get, maybe I can show you that. Okay, you get a red, green color, orange color, red color on the streets, right? So have you ever tried? You will have that green color roads, yellow, orange color roads, red color roads. Have you ever seen that in Google Maps? Hello,
Mhm. No, sir. I have not seen that.
you did not. Oh, that is bad. I mean, you never used Google Earth, Google Maps?
Yes, yes. A map I have used, but I have not gone to those area, no, the high traffic areas. That's why.
Okay, how do I, uh, again, what is breakout room? Uh, hello, sir. Uh, okay, now I will share my entire screen so that you will be seeing that. See, now I'll show you. If I have Google Maps, if I click this thing called traffic, okay, you see these? You see these? Hello?
So your screen is stuck. Yes,
My
sir. Yes,
screen is
now it
stuck.
is.
So
Yes,
normally,
sir.
if I
Now it is.
deselect this traffic, you have this white roads and gray background. But if at the minute I select traffic, okay,
Sir.
you'll get all of the what is this?
Yes.
Can you explain me?
Sir, which one?
What is red? What is brown? What is orange? What is green? Can you explain me? What is all of this? I mean, what do you understand? Like just looking at it, what do you understand?
The lines of the points. The
The
red lines,
lines.
all those, no?
What does
Yes,
the
sir.
green line say? What is the green line trying to say?
No idea. I think for it is a less traffic area or what?
Wait. Mm. So if I want to go to a particular place here, which is way outside the city, I mean
Yes, sir.
not way outside city, still in reach. So it'll take 1 hour 33 minutes for me to travel from my home to this place. Okay,
Sir.
agreed. So
Sir.
construction zone. See, you see this kind of things as a construction zone. So there is construction going on the roads. So actually, to be frank, this is actually there is construction going on here. Okay, I just saw.
Mm.
I wanted to
Sir.
verify this thing. The construction is really happening. If you see here, road closed. Okay,
Sir.
you see the symbol that is called road closed.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
wait. So if you see, uh, so where did that? Okay. Directions. Okay. So what does it say? Say if I have to go from here, okay, it is only showing me two roads. Based on what it is showing me, can you tell me? Based on
Based on
which
the
parameter?
shortest path, no?
Ah, yes, but how? Which shortest path it is showing me? Is it a number of kilometers or is it about time? Because if you see, this is
Yes,
32
sir.
kilometers, point 0.7 kilometers, 32.7 kilometers. This road
Yes,
is
sir.
33.8
33.
kilometers. But
Yes, sir.
it is recommending me to take this road. Why? Because
Because it will reach 1 minute
time is
faster.
1 hour 3 minutes, 1 hour 4 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will generally take this road.
Yes, sir.
But anyways, so that is how it is. Agreed?
Yes,
So
sir.
what does this tell you? Why is it? What does this green thing tell you? It tells you that in your way, in your path, okay,
Sir.
this section of the road has no traffic.
Yes, sir.
It is freely moving traffic.
Sir.
The orange section roads is there no?
Sir.
There, there is traffic. It is moving very slowly.
Sir.
Okay, but if
Sir.
you
But,
see the red
yes,
zones
sir.
here,
Yes,
that
sir.
means traffic is heavy, bumper to
Sir.
bumper. I mean, there is heavy traffic.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but
Sir.
if you see, there is some in some areas there is dark brown also. You see this dark brown,
Yes, sir. Dark brown.
that is standstill.
Okay.
Okay, And this kind of information you have, right? See, this is construction is happening here. That is actually happening. Construction is happening. So that is a narrow road. Okay, and that's how it is. And here also, when you have a road network, it also shows. See, orange, blue. Blue is free flowing. You can literally go, no problem. Okay, but if there is red, there is a standard. There is heavy traffic on your path, like that. It shows. So how does the Google know? See, if you this thing, you see the road is closed here. How does Google know all of this thing? Can you guess that there is traffic here, there is no traffic here?
Our own GPS.
GPS.
Yes, but which GPS? Who?
Our
Phone,
car
mobile.
GPS, our mobile GPS, if they
No,
are
no, no,
getting the
no.
data.
Mostly what this happened after when the Uber was introduced into the world. Okay, Uber
Okay.
people, Ola people always keep their GPS on. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and they follow also Google Maps.
Yeah, so based on that only, the Google, mostly Google will be using all of that and saying that, see, we collect your location data for every 15 minutes, 5 minutes or something like that. There is a interval where the Google automatically activates your location and collects it. You will not know it. That's all. Even when you are not, even when you are sitting at your home, Google will on it off, on and off, so that it will know everything about you. See, far green to brown is like fast to slow. Live traffic. This is live traffic, and then you can choose typical traffic. And if you see this thing, see my Sunday, how it is, Monday how it is, Tuesday how it is, Wednesday how it is. How does the system know all of that? Is because you collect the data, and when you collect the data, what you do, you create this kind of network. You create this network. See, weekday may Monday, if you have, you can actually say FT Monday, FT Tuesday, TF Monday, TF Tuesday, and then you can create these things one by one. You can create. See, this at this road, on this road, this particular area, you have this much speed, so this much of traffic is there. So like that, you can create all of these things. Okay. So it's all about how much data you want. So let us go back to that. So in this, and then you have this Sunday.
Sir, if
Uh,
if one day the all the Uber or Ola cabs will go on strike, then it will not visible.
it is still visible because no, it will be visible. It will have some errors because most of, see, I am going somewhere to the regular place. Why would I on my GPS of my phone? I will not.
Okay.
So it is that like that only. I mean, most of the people don't use GPS, so there will be errors when
Right.
that kind of stuff happens.
Right.
That is the reason why they have this option, share your location
Yes, sir.
when the app is on. Their Google Maps is always on, so
Yes, sir.
you have that. And then you see, you can set the time also. See, if you have 8 to 8 p.m., how does it look? So at 8 p.m., how does it look on Monday? See, most of the time is slow traffic. So you come back to 4 p.m., how does it look? See, there is green here. 7 a.m., how does it look? All green. When you are going to office at 9 p.m., how does it look? Maybe here, like that. So, like
Yeah,
that. So you can check this and go, how does this? So once, I mean, how do they generate this kind of information is through collecting the data and incorporating that information into the network data like this. Okay. You can do all of these things. I mean, to be frank, you can do this to any network, not only road network. You can do for trains. You can do for air traffic. You can do, but then you should have right information. Okay, when is the flight taking off? Is there any delay? So that information is much more harder to generate. Okay, because that information is only available with the government sources, and you need to pay for the information. So it is very difficult. Creating this information, this weekday information is so hard. That is the reason why Google is dominating in this field, because everybody is using Google Maps. They pay billions of dollars to Apple and say that, see, you do not make Apple Maps. You do not let you. I mean, make Google Earth, maybe Google Maps and Chrome default in your app store. Default when you come, you have the Google search engine make it default. They pay billions of dollars. I think last year or before year, they paid around 6.5 billion to Apple for that service. Now Apple is making its own Apple Maps to put a check to this. This if you have this thing, okay, if you have this information, where is the road network, how the traffic is moving, where is the, if you can give live data like this, you are a billionaire instantly. You can sell this information to any party who pays the best, and this is right now the hot cake. Everybody right now, ISRO has tied up with one map of India, uh, this thing startup, and they are trying to do this kind of information. You have no idea how rich they're going to get. This information is the most important thing. This information, KMH, this information, and also one way. One more thing is there. I forgot. Where is that? And this thing is like minutes. How many minutes will it take for transfer? I mean, how about transfer? I mean, going on the road on the weekday in minutes, on weekends in minutes. So you can have this kind of information. This is the right now hot cake in the market. I mean, it takes a lot of effort to generate this kind of data. And if you see this thing, RT type, what do you mean by 5700, 5400, 5450? That is the type of the road. Okay, it is the type of the construction of the road. I exactly don't know, but it's the type of the road. And if you see direction, east, west, eastbound, westbound, southbound. So you can have this kind of information also. And then that's how you create the data. Okay, if you have this kind of data, then it is massive. That's how you create the data. And if you see, one more data they gave. See, if you see, they also have signposts. I'll put this here. We'll do that. See, if you see this thing in this road network, if you go here, this thing is called a signpost. Okay, this thing is actually shown here as a line here. But what does this mean is, you can, if I put a street like that, maybe I will use a different color here. Okay, I will use a different color here. So if you see, this is a signpost. A person coming from here should only go this way, like that. This fellow should join here, this fellow should join here, and should go that way. So these things are signposts. Based on signposts, you will create your network, saying that these are called as conditional road usage, or else reserved turns. They're called as restricted turns. So if I look at the attribute table of the data, you see, towards minor drive. So you see this thing, signpost is that you can only drive in a particular direction onto a particular road at a particular speed. That's all. So these things you need to create a information. So you can have, I mean, the data is not here, but yeah, you can do all of this, all of the information. You can gather all of this information. And then you can actually process. See, you see, towards one, there is a road net from here. You are going from here to here. So that, like that. So, for example, and then there is one more thing. What is that? Restricted terms. You see, zoom to there. You see, these are called restricted turns. Matlab, there is no U-turn, there is no left turn, there is only compulsory left, there is only compulsory right. Okay, or you have to say that particular. If I do that, see, so that is a restricted turn. So, for example, let us look at the attribute table here. You see here, there is only where is that? See, in this thing, Edge for ID, H4. See, these are all IDs. Hey, where is the data? Okay, it is not here in this thing. So you can only have this restricted ID. So yeah, yes, yes, no, edge one end. So if you can, can you go the other end? So yes, matlab, yeah, you can go. No is you cannot turn. You cannot turn. So you have to prepare a data like this when you are trying to do network data. So just digitizing the road network doesn't count. You just have to get all of this data set attributes into your network data set. Then only it will help you out. ID, all of this is information. This is too complicated. Let us demo stop. So if you have a stops, you can actually take zoom to layer. See, these are stops on the road network, like bus stops. If you want to create a, if you want to create an analysis of how a bus will go, all these things, then you have to create a bus stop like this, and then you can generate using the network analysis. You can generate the road network, but right now it is not important for us. Uh, what else I wanted to show? This thing is also very important. See, what does this do is, so if you observe this thing here, when you are trying to create a road network, if you observe this thing, can I select this thing? No, I should select this thing. Edit features, continue, select this over here, go to attribute, in this thing, select the attribute. No, how do I? Hey, there? No? Okay. Oh, my mistake. Why am I doing all of this? Give me a second. My arc map is stuck. Come on.
It's stuck now.
See, it's not giving me any information. Oh no! Please don't do that. Ama. Select
Working,
now.
working.
Yes, yes. Finally, it is selected. I wanted to show you a complicated this thing so that you will understand not this thing. How what is it means to construct a network? This is the biggest, the hardest, and the most sorted out information right now. I don't like this part. Come on, bro. Where did I see that? Probably on some major road. Let us see here. If I have junctions here, yeah, yeah, this is one road, yes. This is one section I will show you, yeah. First, let me talk about this thing, then we'll go there. does this have? Okay. Okay. Fine. If you see this road network here, okay. Okay, if I click this thing, the attributes are here of this road. So this section of the road is not intersecting with this line or this line. Okay. So what does it do? Then what is it? So to check that, you have to check the F elevation. 0. Where is 2 elevation? Uh, 2 elevation is also 0. So this is a normal road. But what is this? This is lanes are 2, speed is 88 miles allowed. For if I go to T elevation, it is 0. If it is go to F elevation, uh, okay. Okay, then I have to unselect everything. Unselect everything. Unselect everything. I have to check this. Okay. See, in this thing you will find this is the freeway. Okay, that is it is going above. It's going above this lane. Then, to be frank, this has to be the elevation has to be now either 1 or 2. But I don't know why it is given us F elevation as 0 or 2 elevation is also 0. But to be frank, this thing, because it is not intersecting here, right? There is no junction here. This has to be either below this line or above this line. So you need to understand that way. Okay. If you see this part here, this road is intersecting here, going this way, again intersecting here. So it is on this road, this road, this road, and this road, and this road are on the same plane. So it is like a big round tana. Like you have this crossroads, right? There is a crossroad. If you see here, this road is intersecting here. So this road and this road are at the same plane. So so here in this direction, if I am going this way, or I want to go here, I'll come like this. There is an intersection here. There is an intersection here. So I take left. Here there is no intersection. You see, here there is no intersection. You see, right? Let us see if this information is correct. No, they did not give elevation data here in this thing. So the error is that. So it is not a freeway, but because it is not intersecting, you see, this is how you create the road network or any network. So you do this. Maybe I can actually load to show you how it looks. Hey, wait. So I have to go to this position, go to world imagery. Yeah? Can I load Google imagery? It's okay. Let us load this one. Oh, you see that? You see this thing is there, no? You see this? You're seeing, right? Hello? Yes or no? Hello? Hello? Am I making
Yes, sir.
sense?
Yes, sir. Very
Yes,
good.
yes, yes, yes. We are on mute.
Okay. So you see this? So see, these are elevated fields. These are elevated, so they are not intersecting. Here, if you see this road here, I mean, see, there is obviously a mistake here. Yes, this is a mistake. You can see, right, that this road is actually going below the highway, this freeway, but still you have these intersections. So that is the thing. So here, even though that is the reason why, see, these elevations should make more sense. So these are errors in the mistake in the network data. So how do you correct this? Can you tell me? Can you tell me how do you correct this?
We will remove those intersection points and merge.
How do you do that? Using what? Using what you will do? We studied it yesterday. You do these corrections using topological corrections. You see now, you see this road, there is a road here, but that road is not there is no, this is actually an underpass, I guess. Yeah, there is an underpass here, but you see there is intersections here. That is wrong. So probably you should actually make it a underpass. You should remove these junctions. Okay, so those kind of errors are common. I mean, you should always refer the data before you do anything. And one more thing I wanted to show you is if I go to uh, this particular zone here. Hey, where is that? Are uh, not here. There was one complex road network I just saw. Yeah, it's okay now because now you understand what can go wrong. If I go here, you see, so these are all road. So now this is accurate. See, you have a road like that. There is intersection. There is a road like this. There is an intersection. There is a road like that. There is an intersection. There is a road like this. There is an intersection. This kind of road network is pretty easy. Once you have a flyover, there is underpass, there is metro, there is all of that. Creating it makes more headache. You should all when you this thing you should not create as a standalone. You should always make a database, make domains, make a schema first, then make domains, then make subtypes, then make topology, then only start creating the data. If you do not do topology and start creating data, you will get all sorts of error. I mean, all sorts of dirty things you'll get. So that's a sorry, my mistake. So that is a network data. This is how you create a network. I mean, you create a network data. So you either digitize using this world map, and then you or you can just there is an option called OSM. Okay. Can I access OSM data here? No, there is no OSM data here. In QGIS, you can access the OSM data. Okay. You can always access the OSM data. OSM is Open Source Street Network. Okay. So an individual like you, me can digitize my road network, and I can add it to the OSM data. Anybody who wishes to get the street network data for their analysis, okay, they can use that OSM data. But there are a lot of errors in that. You should sit and for your local area, you should sit and digitize or use the topological errors, and you should. There is one instance when they took Bangalore street network data from OSM and they ran topology. They ran it for 2 days, still it couldn't clear all the errors. So that is the issue. So there are so many errors. So if you see this road network, this is going below this road. So this intersection is not valid. So you have to remove this kind of information. So that kind of topological corrections you need to do. Okay. So let us go back to remove this thing. Let us go back to this particular thing. Now, imagine you already have a road network like this. You have created it well and nice. You created a database like this thing. San Francisco. You have this you have this this thing. Feature data set, and then you have the feature classes here. Now, how do I create a road network? So you have the shape files. You should create a road network. From the shape files, you are creating a road network. You can actually come here, click right click, you can say new network data set. Okay, cannot create an. So I should delete this thing first. I should actually delete this thing. Delete. Because until unless you delete that, you will not be able to create a road network again. Remove. Close this thing. Catalog. Delete. Are you sure to look at the? Yes. Okay. Now you will create the road net, like how you created topology. You created topology, right? Like that, you are creating a network data set. Give me a second. Give me a second. This is a very complex process. Where is my teams? Teams. Stop. Give me a second. Okay. Sir?
Small question.
Yes. Yes.
Can we import a GeoJSON?
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. GeoJSON
Okay,
you can import, or as OSM also you can import, or there is something called PG routing in QGIS.
Yeah.
You can do network analysis using that. Is a very powerful network analysis tool. I mean, I am personally not well versed with that because it requires a lot of editing. But that is a very powerful tool. If you are interested in doing something like that, then I know people who can really help you. PG routing is like they did their PhD thesis in that. So they're good at it.
No,
So,
actually, I was having some GeoJSON file.
oh yeah.
So
So
I
now,
create this GeoJSON using the shape file, but then I
okay,
need to change the attribute table now.
okay. Attribute table is the most important thing in network analysis. So without that, it's very difficult. I'll remove this thing. I'll also remove that particular thing for now. Uh, okay, where is that? Okay. So here, so we have this tutorial for this thing. So I'm following that. Just click right click on this thing. Click network data. So in the network data, you will have this thing. You can actually say, see, ND is network data. Okay, called network data. So you can just do streets, streets. Choose a version of your network data set. That depends. Probably, you don't need much of this thing. Let it keep default. It's okay. Default. See here, when you are trying to do, you have select the feature class that will participate in the network data set. You click streets. Okay. Click streets. Click next. You don't want this thing because this is a point data. Yes, I showed you, right? Demo stops. You want the street line data. So you click the streets. Click next. And then see, if we do not have the restricted terms, okay, because right now we have restricted terms, so I can use it. But if you don't have, you can use this global terms. What is this global terms? There are no restrictions. In a junction, I can take left, I can take right, I can take U-turn, I can go straight, I can go. Oh yeah, already there is U-turn, so you can go back also. So those are global terms. Or there is one more thing. If you select this thing, your road network will always access ArcGIS online and collects Esri's road network. Esri also has generated road network. Behind Google, if there is any other software company that is actually collecting road network massively, then that is ESRI. That is our company, parent company. So it will access that kind of that data, and then it generates its turns and all. But since we have this thing, we select this thing. Go to next. Then you'll have this connectivity. So you can try connectivity. What does this say? In the connectivity section, you are trying to connect. How do I think I should show you? I should go back. So we have these junctions, right? We had these junctions. So every intersection. So every street is connected to the other street using these endpoints. For example, you have elevation data, like how we have freeway, there is elevation 1, there is elevation 2, underpass there is -1, like that. A normal road it is 0. Based on that, if you don't check this thing, even if the road passes without an intersection over the other road, it will consider it as a intersection. So that is the reason why you will say that a street has to be connected to the end point of the, or else intersection point of the other street. So you will definitely know if the flyover is connecting to the lower road or the bottom road. Okay, that should not connect actually, but if it connects, then that is an error. So your system will throw an error like that. So for that reason, because endpoint to endpoint connection is given, it will create your data set. Okay, so click OK, then click next. Now in this section, see, we have elevation data. Normally, for if you create your own data, this is easy to create because you use Google Earth or Google Maps. You to digitize the line, so you will see what is flyover, what is normal road, what is underpass. You will know. Okay, so you can create this elevation data. So what is this from end? If you are driving for India, you are driving, right? So you are going from your house to office. That becomes from my house to the office. Okay, the reverse direction becomes to from. You are coming from your office to your home. So the direction is there. So I am here, sitting here, I want to go to office. That becomes from for me. From to office. Then the reverse will become to from. Okay, that. So this direction can vary. For India, it will be like opposite of USA or Europe. So it will be like that. Okay. So that is what it is, from end to end. So you for from end we have from elevation, from to end we will use to elevation. If you think this is not the correct thing, click on that and then you can select anything you want. That's what I told now. If you follow the same symbology or the standard labeling structure of attributes, then the system will automatically gather this information. If not, you have to go there and keep selecting this thing or every time you create a road network. Every time you create a road network, you have to select these things. Now click next. Now if you see, you have this information. See, profile type is speed. So basically, table daily profiles, you have this. So these are all standard labels of attributes. So it automatically it took the time, it automatically took the information. So if you see, you have the Sunday profile field. You have this profile 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. For 7 days, you have 7 profiles. You can create. You can actually search for the data using these profiles also. So that you have this thing. You can actually try clicking validate here. Validate traffic properties. Okay. So that is validated. Now you have no issues. So problem is this data doesn't have live traffic. Okay, you can use this. Do you want to use traffic data with the network data set? You just yes, because I have speed. I have speed. I have profiles for daily. I have speed factors. I have 5 minutes per time slice. So for every 5 minutes, I have a time slice. For 5 minutes, how much traffic is here? Another 5 minutes, how much traffic is here? Like that. Okay. So you have base speed. You know, Google actually calculates the average speed of walking as 12 meters per second. Or no, not 12 meters per second, 12 kilometers per hour. So based on that, it will give you 10 minutes walking, 20 minutes walking. So that is what it is, standard.
So what is that first time slice field?
Uh,
First time slice field. The
which one? Which
third
row?
row. After
First time
table, yes.
sliced read. So it is showing that at 00 hours.
Okay.
At 00 hours, that is 12 in the midnight, it collected the first speed factor. And for every 5 minutes, it is collecting. So end will be at 23:55, 23 hours, 55 minutes. Okay, 11 minutes, 11 hours, 11:55
11:55.
That will be the time slice. Okay, so that is the information. You have this kilometers per hour. Because now here you can have this live traffic street TMC table. So you can have this live traffic if you have interest. If you have the data, you can just input the live traffic for this particular 1 hour. For example, if you are a truck driver, okay, you can incorporate this thing here, live data set. You can run a program to, I mean, this is how you do. You incorporate Google Map here directly, and then you just say collect the data from that issue, and then you get this thing immediately. The live, based on live traffic, they will guide you. Take left, take right, go straight, like that. Okay. Traffic feed location, you can have traffic feed location is basically from where you are getting the traffic feed, uh, junctions or traffic, whatever. You have this thing. So right now you don't have this thing, so just click next. Now the next part, what do you mean by hierarchy? Hierarchy means the elevation you have, na? There is a normal road, there is a elevated pathway, there is underpass, there is sideway, there is footpath, there is walkway, there is bicycle. You have the, especially in Netherlands or some areas in US, Europe also, you have this bike lanes. You cannot drive in that bike lanes. You only bike lane, matlab not electric motorcycles or motorcycles, bicycles. The thing bicycles. Then you have
Yes.
this. Yeah. So
Yes,
you have this.
actually, when we first came out of India, we were saying, I have the bike. And people were confused, okay, you have the cycle. No, my bike, motorbike.
Oh, okay. So you
In
can go in
India,
that
we
lane.
always say
Fine.
bike.
Yes. And one more thing is, if you have, especially in freeways and large road networks, there is a separate lane for fire trucks and ambulances.
Yeah,
You
emergency.
cannot go into that road. They'll fine you heavily if you go into that road. That is only for that particular vehicle or police vehicles. So these are called hierarchies. So based on that, uh, you can set the hierarchies. So right now you have a unit unknown. You have hierarchy column, and the data that you have done is integer. What is this integer? You label the most important road as 1, side paths as 2, footpaths as 3, bike lanes as 4, like that. So now it will understand, oh, okay, so there is 4 months, there is bike lane, like that. How does the system know 1, 2, 3, 4 means that? Because you created a subtype. The system will know, okay, 4 means bike lane, 5 means freeway, 6 means there is something like that. You know, there is a lane for hospital, I mean ambulances. That is where, this is where your subtypes and domains come into act. That is why I taught you geodatabase first, so that you'll understand all of this thing. Then you have this boolean. What is boolean? Yes or no? Yes.
True or false?
True or
True or
false?
false?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? True or false? So here it says, is there one way? Yes, it is one way. Then they will reroute you to the other direction, like that. So this is also very important. See, specify the attributes for the network data set. See, right now it's very easy for me because I said my next. But when you are creating data, no, this will become extreme headache for you, because just creating just one small area road network of a city breaks your bones. I mean, breaks your back. You can sit for 2 months straight, still you can't do it. It is such a big thing. So be very careful when you're trying to do such. I mean, I'll give you an assignment right now. I want to finish this, and collectively, I want you to do the geodatabase topology and also road network, so that we'll have a very good assignment. You can take 1 week for this. 1 week I will not even teach also. Just you take this thing, I'll sit in the class, we can have this discussion session where you'll say your problems, your errors, we'll sort the things. So that way we can work. And the road class, you know this, we said, yeah, there was numbers, right? 5450, 5700, 1100, like that. So this is a type of road, highway, freeway, something like that, okay? Or a asbestos road, a Thar road, or just a no, tile road, something like that, okay? Travel time is in minutes, yes. This has to be in minutes. Weekday fallback travel time, yes, minutes, in minutes. For if you are estimating the cost, okay, like how far, like how in Google it showed 1 hour 3 minutes, 1 hour 4 minutes. Then comes uh, the distance, 34 minutes, 34 kilometers, 33 kilometers. So that is in meters. So if you are, so here for meters column, you say take meters. Because I labeled my attributes as meters, the system automatically took it as meters. Or else it will ask you what is this. For minutes, you have minutes. Okay, click next. Here, travel mode. What is travel mode? So basically, go back. Basically, when you have this bike, train, bus, car, walk, you Google it, show what is a mode of transport. You say bike, it will take 60 kilometers per hour as a basic speed, average speed. If you take car, it will take 45 kilometers per hour as a basic thing. Like that. I'm just making an example. Train, it will take around average train speed from our local bodies, and then it will calculate. So because you don't have this information here, because I don't have this information, I can actually create dummy also. Let's say train, then do all of this thing, then add it. But right now we don't want to do that. And one more thing is here in this section, go to meters. There is something called evaluators. Okay, so it will tell you can evaluate all the other parameters. So it will see direction from to using edge. Element is edge to edge connection is there, no? So the what type of field? Meters. This is very important. If this is not correct, then it will be an error. Restricted terms, yes, terms, it is there. Or you can also go back to evaluator and see, check everything. Is everything perfect? And say, yeah, okay. That, and then you can also evaluate this also. See, expression, you can actually express. You can write an expression here one way. If true is true, I think we can do that. Uh, Give me a second. Uh, mm, yeah. I think you can write an expression here. Evaluation properties, yeah. See, you can create this. I mean, one way it is always like this. Restricted is equal to false when select case uppercase one way case n to from to. If any of this thing is there, then the restriction is true. If not, the restriction is false. So you write this kind of expression. Array, do that. See, now it changed from to f, because if you see here, this is from to from, right? So if to from I am going, and from to is one way, or from is one way, uh, or there is no one way, then the restriction is true. One way is true, or else it is false. You can go both ways. Like that, you have expressions also. You have this. You can set this. Uh, I mean, yeah, it takes a lot of knowledge for you to understand all of this thing. But say, for example, you have default values. Edge is constant, ignore restriction, junction, ignore restriction, turn. If there is a turn, restricted turn, then you can ignore this restriction, one way restriction, because the information is there in the restricted turns. Okay, so you can do that. There is one more thing. Okay. Okay. Leave restricted, very restricted usage. We have. Give me a second. Evaluators, meters. Cancel. Next. New network dataset. This we already discussed, no? What is what? You can actually add. Next, do you want to establish driving direction settings for this network? Yes, you want to. Okay. Let's go back. There is one thing. Click add. You can add the travel mode here. Still, what am I trying here is I want to activate this thing. Okay. Okay. We don't have that information. Directions here. In the directions, because I'm missing some. Because I remember I'm missing something here. So go back restricted terms. Yes. This is what you are missing. Field constant value type type of value. This thing click event. Why is it not giving me an option called add? It should give me an option called add. field. You can write any of these things. Your script you can write functions also. If you write functions, you can write attribute or constant. You can just use of this. And then you can write an attribute. You can write your functions also here. So, but why is this cancelled? Evaluators. Why there is no restricted? Oh, did I not check the restricted thing here? Just checked. Please excuse me. Oh yeah, I have to do it here. Okay, I should add restricted terms here. Restrictions. And click OK. So you have this thing. Yeah, so you can add other parameters here also. You can add bus stops also. You can add no busy roads, live traffic. You can add it here. You can go to evaluators. Now you have this from to from turn is like constant use restrictions. You can just say apply OK, and then you can go to next direction. We are here direction again. We are here. These are very important. This thing you can give landmarks. For example, if you have any monument, you can always give here. You can edit it. You can add the data. Demo stops like this. If you have landmarks, you can always add landmarks. You can add any other information like this. Okay, so you can also add road details. For you can click each and every streets. You can add the information here if you have streets, and then you can also add other aspects. See, this is very complicated. I never used this because I did not have data. So you can have this road shield description specified for this source. So you can use that description here, shield number. You can give all of that information. You can give, but right now let us not use that and complicate stuff here. But remember one thing, I want you to go here and explore this information. Okay, so what is what? So here general may what you have miles, display unit length in kilometers. You can check length attribute in meters, time in minutes, signpost feature class. So all of this you are setting it up. Okay, you are setting it up neatly. But right now it is in miles only. Use it in miles because this is USA data. Oh my god. Okay. So landmarks, road details, all of this is very important. So and on the general name. Yes, this is name. This should be name only. Okay. Street names field. So you say that the street names are there in name field. You can actually when you type, you should get all of these suffix type, suffix, full name, all of that you should get if you have the information on your. See, this is what we added in our schema. Do you remember? Prefix type, suffix type. I hope you remember, right, when you are doing geodatabase. Yes.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, I am not hearing voice.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay. Next. Click OK. Click next. Build service area index. This allows you to do service area based problems. Okay, that speed service area creation. So it will have this, how much area you can serve as a, say if I have a restaurant, how much area I can serve, how much population I can serve. For that also this network data set will create information. Click next. Finally, this is the information you have. This is the information, all the information till now what you did, you will have here. Everything is here. Okay, you can just go through this every parameter and then review it when you finish. So the new data set, new network data set is created. You would like to build it now? Yes, I would like to build it now. It's building, so I'm not touching it. Once it builds.
So today we will stop here.
Why, sir? You want to go?
It's too much. So we need to little bit again see the video and little bit practice.
That way. Sure, sir.
Yeah,
I
because
think, yeah. Tomorrow we will talk about multi-disciplinary, I mean, multi-level network,
yeah.
multi-modal network. Okay.
Yeah.
I just load this thing so that I can show you. So the road network is created. Now, if you see, just give me 5 minutes. I'll close this thing. There is these are the original streets. Okay.
Yeah.
Then if you go back, these are the signposts. Okay. Then they take restricted turns. So the system has used all of these three informations, including the intersections between the streets, and created a street network data set. You see here, there is some error here. You see? Let's use the street network. You see? This happens, these kind of errors happen because there is no proper intersection. There is no proper intersection happening here. For that reason, you have to be very careful when the road network data is added. You should always go to topology, correct all your errors, and then you should create your road network. But anyways, for this example, let's use this. I don't like this thing anyways. See, there is too much of error here. Probably there is some, see? So we'll talk about these errors also tomorrow. Okay?
Okay.
I'll just save the recording, and then we can end the class. Stop recording, stop.